Hello everyone! Okay, in this class we're going to review some concepts we've been studying connected to lesson planning. Before we start, we're going to read a famous quote provided by Jeremy Harmer. He says that the best teachers are those who think carefully about what they are going to do in their classes and who plan how they are going to organize the teaching and learning. This phrase states the necessity of thinking in advance about what we are going to provide our students, what kind of activities, what is the intention of a class. So, in order to plan our class, Adrian Underhill speaks about the two principles behind a good lesson planning. So he says that these principles are variety and flexibility. When speaking about variety, he says that variety means involving students in a number of different activities and materials. That is, providing students activities that can be solved considering different skills. Variety also implies applying to these kind of activities to different moments of the class or to different classes. So we should provide different activities not only in one class but also in different classes. Variety also means that the teacher who believes in variety will also have to be flexible, because when you are flexible you can produce different activities, so variety will be implied. On the other hand, flexibility means when you change any part of a plan because something is happening in the classroom. Flexibility is also what we expect from a truly adaptable teacher. That means that if you notice that an activity you prepared is not the one that your students need, or is not working well, or your students are not enjoying it, so you should be flexible enough to adapt that activity to the needs of the class. A flexible teacher should cater for a learning experience which is stimulating and interesting so as to avoid monotony and boredom. So flexibility is also connected to this idea of changing whatever we need in order to catch our students' attention. Good lesson planning is the art of mixing techniques, activities and materials in such a way that an ideal balance is created for the class. So let's see, which is the central question when planning? When we start planning our lesson, we should ask ourselves, what is that the students will feel, know, or be able to do by the end of a class that they did not feel, know, or were able to do at the beginning of a class? This is a question we should have in our minds. And when we think about this question, what we're going to have in our mind is the objectives. So thinking about what we're going to change in our students' mind will have as a result the objectives for the class.